We're counting down our top 10 best snacks in Disneyland Park.
Let's see.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you are watching the Theme Park Foodies, and we are back at Disneyland. We've had a lot of time here trying out the snacks. First time we were here was 2018, right, Sam?
Yeah, Laura got engaged.
Yeah.
So we've had quite a few visits now that we feel like we can pin down a top 10.
Yes, so these are our top 10 snacks. They're gonna be things that you can get from a quick service window, a cart. Honestly, for me, Disneyland is my favorite park out of any theme park I've ever been to, and it has my favorite snacks for food.
It does. And it was even hard to pin down 10 because there's so many good things that there's definitely going to be a lot of honorable mentions.
Yeah, so we might actually have about like 12 or 13 things on this list, and I am ready to eat. We'll be filming this across a few days, so you'll be seeing some wardrobe changes along the way. But I am so ready to enter the happiest place on earth, eat our first thing. Are you ready, Sam?
I'm ready.
All right, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Join us as we chow down and count down our top 10 snacks in all of Disneyland. All right, so we made it. We're inside Disneyland. I did want to bring up too, our friends John and Joanna are with us. It's their first time here, which is kind of what inspired us to make this list, right, Sam?
Yeah, they're going to get all the best eats for their first day at Disneyland.
So we had to start with an honorable mention. And the reason this one makes the honorable mention list is because it's questionable of whether it's really a snack. It's more of a meal, but we just had to put it on here. So our favorite quick service restaurant in all of Disneyland is the Jolly Holiday, and this is their signature grilled cheese and tomato soup. Cheesy, delicious, fresh, tastes like something Mom would make. It's like warm comfort food.
And it's a little chilly day. It's a nice like sightseeing spot. There's nothing better than this grilled cheese and soup.
There's great seating here, beautiful views of the castle. You get to dip it in a delicious tomato soup. The bread is crispy, buttery.
I don't want to share. Sorry. It's so good. The cheese is so melty. It's so buttery, like you said. Toasted perfectly. The soup has like a strong basil taste, but I like basil, so you gotta get the combo and you gotta dip. And this is a perfect grilled cheese. It's a 10.
10 out of 10. Starting strong. All right, so for our first actual number 10, we have to head into Fantasyland through Sleeping Beauty's castle. You'll make a left right after Sleeping Beauty's castle. It's kind of tucked in the back left corner right before you get to Frontierland. It is the Red Rose Tavern. Beauty and the Beast themed. It's so intricately detailed inside. Even as you walk in, you can see the red rose glistening right above you as you order your food. This, of course, is the gray stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me. Ask the dishes. It's much better to me than the gray stuff you get in Walt Disney World because I think there's a raspberry compote inside. There's also
It's actually red velvet cake and like a raspberry preserve on top of a tea cookie, which we just have like the, gray mixture at ours. That's all we get.
Yeah, well, they have seasonal iterations of this. They do have a gray stuff cupcake at Walt Disney World. So they call it the spring stuff right now, but the only difference really is they have these sprinkles on top of it. It's number 10 because it is kind of sweet. We're not huge cookies and cream connoisseurs. We're not huge cookies and cream people. But it is really good, and it's like iconic, so I feel like it had to be on this list. Also, the restaurant itself is something to be seen. I really do think that the interior of the Red Rose Tavern is so intricately detailed. It has these little like nooks and crannies as you explore it more. We're actually in a back room right now. It's kind of like a study that you don't even really know is here unless you like walk back. All right, let's cut into this. Let's see how the cross section looks.
Let's see how it peels.
Let's see how it peels. Right down the center. Try to cut this cookie. And the biggest issue is always this cookie. I can't get. Oh, the cookie just broke. So.
Oh, she top heavy. She gonna fall.
Yeah. That way you guys can at least see the interior how it looks. And I'm gonna take a nice big bunch of cake. Try to get a little cookie on there. All right. That's a big bite.
It's a J bite. I feel like red velvet cake with Oreo is the move, though.
It's different. It's definitely pre-made. It's frozen. Not necessarily blowing me away, but it's good and it's iconic and it is delicious. So I'm gonna give it a 7 for novelty, for the place it exists in, and for the fact that you're like a Beauty and the Beast fan. you have to get it. And the lemon cookie adds a good little mixture of like tartness and sourness that contrast the very creamy gray stuff kind of mousse that's on top of that cookies and cream mousse. It's really good. I think 7 suffices for it, and I know that there's going to be a lot of things on this list that are going to get very high numbers. All right, so for our number 9, we head over to Tomorrowland here at Disneyland. It's Alien Pizza Planet. While the pizza here is pretty basic, a lot of people love the pasta. This isn't pasta, though. It is the Alien Macaroon. What flavor is this, Sam?
It's salted caramel.
I just feel like for the novelty, we had to put this on. I mean, look how pretty it looks and cool it is.
It's definitely the cutest item on the list, so it deserved a spot.
And Disneyland is known for their macaroons.
It's very delicate, which is why when I went to go pick it up to take a photo, he crumbled. I think I just have to bite it.
Yeah, just bite his ear off. Ears always taste great. I've learned that from Mickey-shaped foods.
There's supposed to be chocolate ganache and brownie bits in it as well. I didn't get a chocolate bite yet, though. It's super sweet. I don't know how Disney mass produces such great macarons. Like, because they're very hard to make. And somehow, they do it very, very, very well. It's very caramel heavy, very sweet, very rich. And it's just, the cookie is just perfectly crumbly and delicate. They nail the macarons, and it's so cute. I'm going to give this a 7.
That's pretty good.
I'm a fan of like the sugar eyes. Obviously, I know that's for decoration, but that's not gonna.
I usually take the sugar eyes off of it. All right, so for number 8, we have to head to the Land of Adventure, Adventureland. The back corner is home to one of our favorite quick service restaurants in all of Disneyland, Bengal Barbecue. Sam and I always say that we wish Bengal Barbecue was over at Walt Disney World. And what they have over at Bengal Barbecue are these freshly made skewers. We couldn't just pick one, so we're doing a little cop out here. We're putting all the different skewers on here. We've gotten the safari skewer, which is a mix of asparagus wrapped in bacon. Sam and I also got the chicken skewer and the beef skewer. They're all great. The beef can be a little chewy, and I think it's pretty fairly priced too. Joanna, we've hyped these up to you. You've watched us eat them, so we want to get your thoughts on the safari skewer.
I'm so excited to try it. I've seen this in like a lot of videos. Is it okay if I lemon this?
Yeah. Lemon away.
I'm a huge fan of asparagus. I'm a huge fan of bacon. And so I'm pumped to try it because I know you guys raved about it, and I have always agreed with everything you've reviewed. So
if you don't, this is the time not to.
I will be entirely forthright with you, but I know I'm gonna love this. What's not to love? So
yeah, these are so good, and they're fresh made. You can watch them make them as you go and like buy them.
Yeah, and
also this is the premier Adventureland. It's better than Walt Disney World's Adventureland for sure.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Even in the pouring rain, it's amazing. So I'll try this.
Like how perfectly cooked is that? Like the char on the asparagus, the crispiness of the bacon.
It is perfectly grilled. It's crisp enough, so it tastes like a vegetable. And it's good to have vegetables when you're at Disneyland because I've been eating so much chocolate, so many great stuff, so many great things. But this is amazing. I would say 9 out of 10, especially given the fact that I have not had many things with vitamins in them. So delicious, perfect. The bacon's perfectly cooked. The asparagus is perfectly cooked. The lemon gives it a lot of freshness. It's everything I dreamed and more.
All right, so Sam is going to try the chicken. We've loved these, and I'm pretty sure we've given these a 9 before too. But
I would kill to have these like accessible in my everyday life in Walt Disney World.
I don't know whether or not at Walt Disney World.
It has like a Polynesian sweet and tangy sauce on it. It's very saucy too. Like you could even see on the plate. And they're so kind enough to like put them in wax paper so your sauces don't mix with your other sauces. Sweet, tangy, delicious. This is actually my least favorite out of the 3, but that's not saying it's bad at all. It's just these ones I think are a little bit better. This one is more basic, but it's like a sweet and sour sauce. So good. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah, I think for me, I would agree with both you and Joanna in your assessment of both these. Just so good, and what's great is like they're whole foods. They feel like they're almost somewhat healthy, and you can get them in a theme park. It makes it feel more elevated. All right, so our number 7 takes us to many places throughout Disneyland Park, but specifically, we are right in front of the castle on Main Street, USA, and John and Joanna are going to try out their very first Disneyland churro. The band is coming up to hype you guys up.
So, anyway,
It's a good use of the churro.
it's a prop and a snack, which is more than I could ever hope for. I've heard a lot about these churros. I never was a real churro person until I think probably the past few years I've gotten into the fried dough. So there's a lot of buzz about this churro. So I'm very thrilled to try it.
You told them the Disneyland churros are better than the Disneyland churros. They have different seasonal churros for each of the carts throughout Disneyland, so we're kind of pretty much all of them. This one also has a chocolate marshmallow dipping sauce that we want to have them try out a bit here too. But it's warm right now, so you guys got to take a bite.
I gotta try it by design.
Both of you, yeah.
Mickey intended.
Wow,
They're like warm and fresh. That's what makes it.
it is incredible.
And you can have them right in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle. So
Well, what I have to say is, this is like, and I don't want to overuse the word, but an icon just as much as Sleeping Beauty's castle over there. So I would say, without reservation, 10 out of 10. It's crispy on the outside, really crispy, very fresh and soft on the inside, and it's everything I thought it would be and more. Much like everything at Disneyland, exceeds every expectation. The cinnamon and sugar is perfect. The ratio is perfect. It leaves every other churro I've ever had in the dust.
do you concur, John?
I do, and another thing I appreciated about it as well, in addition to everything Joanna has already said, it also is a good prop too, so that just adds to its value, I think, too.
You could have like a Bob Barker microphone, like a really long.
It's really great.
Should we try it with the sauce? Would you like to
Yeah.
the sauce? So I love chocolate, I love marshmallow. It's probably two of my favorite sweet flavors in one. So
the sauces are one of the, like, I don't want to say exclusive because other places have churro sauces, but they're one of the cool things about having a churro at Disneyland is you have a different sauce for each little cart that you go to. And again, different churros, different seasonal churros throughout each of the carts throughout Disney California Adventure and Disneyland Park.
that is insane. It's like cereal marshmallows it's like Cocoa Puffs and marshmallows. It's a very unique type of marshmallow chocolate flavor. Love it. Love it. It just augments everything about the churro. I could
really does.
have it with, without. It would still be a 10 of 10. And Jason, thank you for suggesting the sauce because it has just elevated the churro eating experience.
So you both agree, say 10 for the sauce too?
I would say so, yeah.
Absolutely. 10 for the sauce.
Yeah.
All right, originally our number 6 was in New Orleans Square. We changed it up as we were doing this video because we felt that we were eating too many sweets. But we wanted you to know that one of the most iconic treats here at Disneyland is at the Mint Julep Bar. It's the Mickey-shaped beignets. I feel like they're somewhat similar to the beignets that we've had previously with the French Quarter over in Walt Disney World, the New Orleans French Quarter Resort. And yeah, it's the Mint Julep Bar. It's right next to Tiana's Palace. These are very good, right, Sam?
Yeah, and they're definitely, no offense to Tiana, they're better than Tiana's beignets that they serve at Tiana's Palace. Those ones are lemon ice box, and we didn't enjoy them.
Yeah, we didn't think they were as good. They were as good. To each their own. Some people may like them, but these are made hot, fresh. They put them in a bag. You shake them up. They're really good. They're something to have, but we want to put something a little bit more savory in here. Although, what does make our number 6 maybe questionable whether it's a snack or not. All right, so our number 6 is definitely questionable. It takes us, of course, Main Street USA, to the right, at the front, across one of our favorite quick service restaurants. Jolly Holiday is the Plaza Inn. This is really a meal, and we actually did a poll on our Instagram and I lost, but we were eating so many sweet things. Sam was nice enough to let me put this on the list. Really, this is where the beignets were.
I was so against this being on the list, but we ate so much sugar, I felt like my teeth were gonna fall out, and I was like, I can't eat a beignet. Like,
so to me, this is a snack because I'll share it with Sam. But you see the 3 pieces, like white meat. You get a leg, a wing, dark meat. You can get double mashed if you want. You also get a biscuit. And we got one of the salads as well. These boast huge lines. We actually waited a half hour or probably 20 minutes before they opened in line because people were lined up out the door for this fried chicken. It's my favorite fried chicken of all time. If it wasn't on the list, I was going to give it a notable mention. I'm so happy that we have it now, Sam. Can I dig in?
I'm not holding you back.
Look at this. Look how crispy.
It honestly looks very pretty.
Yeah. Falls off the bone, golden brown. There's ingredients down the line. 10. That's a 10. It's crispy. It's moist. Delicious. Sorry for using the M word. And they have really good mashed potatoes with like skins in them too. Definitely a meal, but forgive us. We had to put this somewhere on this list because it's like one of my favorite things to eat in this park. All right, so number 5 takes us to Fantasyland. It's to the left of Sleeping Beauty's castle, right in front of the Royal Theater. It's Belle's dad. He's got his own treats. It's Maurice's treats, and this is the cheesy garlic pretzel bread. It's exactly as it sounds. It includes exactly what it is, and it looks really good, right, Sam?
Yeah, fun fact, we've never tried this, but I have heard so many good things that I trust it deserves a spot on the list.
The name itself, I feel like, deserves a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, precedes it, so here we go. And we need savory snacks to balance out the sugar.
We're eating this in Red Rose Tavern, too, because we felt like, you know, we should take it over to his daughter's restaurant.
Maurice can do no wrong. I always loved Maurice because he reminded me of my dad, but now look, I like really love him. Number 1 Disney dad is Maurice.
How's the garlic flavor compared to the cheese, and what type of cheese does it taste like they're using?
There's definitely mozzarella, but I also feel like there's something else in there too. It's garlicky, but not like too garlicky where you think your breath is going to be really bad. And it's kind of like, has a little crispy outside, but then the inside is nice and soft and stayed pretty warm on the aluminum.
Do you think there's like a little provolone in that?
Possibly. Might be a mozzarella provolone mixture. This is like, I think it's a must get. I do wish maybe it had a dip cup.
Yeah, a little marinara. Yeah.
We're dip people though, but it does stand on its own as well. So I'm going to give it a 9.
It looks really good. I can't wait to dig into that myself. All right, so our next item is actually an honorable mention that brings us over to Toontown, right next to the El Capitan Theater, where you can see Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We have Daisy's Cafe, and this is actually an item we've never had before, but we felt remiss not to provide it on this list because it's so popular. It's the pizza flop over. And you can see they have some Parmesan cheese on here, and it's basically kind of like a calzone, I guess, right?
Yeah, and they also have a pepperoni version as well. They also have little mini donuts over here that we hear are good.
Yes, we are a fan of mini donuts, but there's already so many sweet things on this list, so I felt like this was the thing to go with. All right, let's try it out.
It's mozzarella, provolone.
It doesn't blow me away, but it's a good like theme park pizza, if that makes sense. The dough is very doughy. The Parmesan cheese has a little sharp flavor to it. It's good. The sauce is very average. The dough and the cheese are good. If you're like a pizza fan, like if you like really good pizza, I don't think this is really good pizza, but I do think it's good theme park pizza. It'll please your kids. It's something different. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 7. I think it's good. Again, I'm from New York though, so it's gonna be hard for me to like impress with pizza, but I'm gonna give it the 7 scale based off of the fact we're like in a theme park setting and it's kind of like tune based because it's like Daisy just flopped it over and gave it to you. I like calzones too, so we don't need to go too far for number 4 on Main Street, USA. To the left, you will see the Penny Arcade. There's always a bunch of candy sitting in there. Also, to the right next to the Penny Arcade is Candy
Palace.
I was about to call it the Candy Cauldron, since I used to Candy Cauldron over in Walt Disney World. They have this Churro toffee, which is like a fan favorite. I also do want to give an honorable mention to the peanut butter chocolate sandwich that they have in the case there. Our friend from 2 Tickets to Adventure, Chad, he loves that peanut butter sandwich. I wanted to try it this trip, but we're eating 10 things and I have to limit my sugar. Also a lot of sugar on this crawl. This looks good, Sam. You already took a piece off of this.
Oh, it broke off, so then I decided it was for me.
All right, so I'm gonna try it out now. See if it is good as we remember.
They also have it at Trolley Treats, they have it at Marceline's in downtown Disney, and they have it at Bing Bong's in DCA. It is pricey though for a little square, it's $7.49, but I think worth it.
So it has like a crust. Toffee's in the center, and then on the outside just crunches and melts in your mouth.
It tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's like, yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch toffee. That's so good. I mean, I knew this crawl was gonna get a lot of high numbers, but I'm gonna give this a 9. I'm not like, I don't say I'm not a toffee person, because I do love toffee.
I never go out of my way for it, but I go out of my way for this.
When toffee is good, it's good. Like another thing we really love is the toffee thing in Walt Disney World from Liberty Tree Tavern. The sticky
Toffee cake.
but that's very good. We recommend that. And we recommend this. It's like crystallized cinnamon sugar and just breaks apart, melts in your mouth. So
And good to take home too.
yes, but I'm not going to take it home at you right now. All right, so our number 3 item is the Matterhorn macaroon. Jolly Holiday, yet again. So many Jolly Holidays on this list, but it honestly is probably our favorite quick service restaurant in all of Disneyland. It is obviously a macaroon themed after the Matterhorn. It has a delicious vanilla topping. It is obviously coconut flavored. Oh yeah, white chocolate topping.
I feel like you could do a top 10 of just things at Jolly Holiday, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that because everything is so good. But that'd be probably a boring video, so we had to mix it up. But anyway, we have to pay our respects to the Matterhorn.
It's so good with the chimney sweep coffee too.
The outside is like crispy, and then you get that like chewy, moist coconut center. It's so good. I'm giving it a 9.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would go 10 with
I'm a
this.
big fan of coconut.
Yeah, if you're not a coconut fan, this obviously
Just,
isn't for
like,
you.
The outside just has like this crisp that's so good.
You can see your lipstick actually on the Matterhorn right now.
A little weird.
Kissing the Matterhorn.
That's strange.
All right, so our number 2 treat had to be on Main Street, USA, right here in the original Magic Kingdom. It's to the right of the castle as you walk in, right past Main Street. It's the Little Red Wagon. It's the corn dog, fresh dipped. This is my favorite corn dog of all time. I've given it a 10 previously, and John, this is your first time having it. I've hyped this up to you so much, so if you hate it, be honest.
All right, I will. There's also some sleeping ducks over there too, so that's just an added bonus, really. So I've been told that I should try this without the sauce first, so I'll do that.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of trying it without the sauce first because it's fresh dip, so you get the flavor of like the actual cornbread. And then they have like kind of a honey mustard, spicy honey mustard that you could dip with it. Did you get any dog with that? Could we see? Oh, you did.
I did, I certainly did. That is worth the hype. That was worth the trip to California.
John has also been up since midnight.
Yeah, and so I don't say that lightly, but yeah, no, this is very good.
Midnight Eastern time.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's really good.
So now you gotta try it with the dip.
Yeah, I'll try some of this dip now. It looks really good.
They have good dip cups. Like that's
Yeah,
a
that's
legit dip cup.
It's a hefty cup for a hefty dog.
Make sure to save some for Joanna.
I guess. The dip only makes it better, as you can imagine. It's got a really good spice to it, and it's also very sweet too.
I feel like it's more of like a ballpark dog, so it kind of mixes in a bit better. I like these better than the Magic Kingdom kind of iteration that you get at Sleepy Hollow Refreshments.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I think that the cornbread adds the right hint of sweetness.
I would completely agree with that. Yeah, it's, the gold standard, I would say.
So 1 out of 10. Would you agree with my 10?
I would agree with your 10. Yeah, for
I
sure.
feel like you
yeah.
kind of pressured him.
I did peer pressure you.
But I'm easily impressed, and this is a really good hot dog, and I haven't eaten anything in about like 8 hours, so yeah, it's a win.
All right, so for our next notable mention, it's at the Jolly Holiday yet again. This is the Chimney Sweep Cold Brew.
It's sweet and smoky. That's all. That's what I remember from it. It has such a unique taste.
Yeah, there's like a sweet cream right here on top. I think we got to mix that in though, right? To like really get the flavors going. Look at that mix. All right, let's get a good slurp. I'm definitely getting. I feel like I'm getting some like smokiness with some mocha. I could be wrong. But the cream really makes it. This is like a little sweet, but I don't think it's like too sweet. And obviously, chimney sweet. This is a Mary Poppins themed quick service restaurant. So of course, you gotta have a chimney sweep item. And this would be definitely something great to have if you're about to sweep some chimneys, need a little pick me up before your job. This is probably one of my favorite coffees in all of Disneyland, and I'm not a huge like smoky flavored type of person, especially smoky coffee. It just felt like a weird combination, but the moment I had this, it worked, right?
Yes.
I think they used Joffrey's coffee. So good. I'm gonna give this a 9. Honestly, Sam, our top 10 Walt Disney World coffee video did so well. I feel like we need to do a Disneyland one.
I agree.
All right, drum roll, please. Our number 1 spot. You know where it's at. You know where it's at, right, Sam?
I'm actually here right now, so I do know where it's at.
It's Jolly Holiday. I feel like this is like the Jolly Holiday stand list because there's just so many Jolly Holiday things on this list. But of course, it had to be This.
The raspberry rose macaron.
So it has fresh raspberries in the center. It has this little cream in here, and Disneyland is known for its macarons. They have like a Baymax macaron, they have a Snickers macaron for the Food and Wine Festival. They have a seasonal macarons over here at the Jolly Holiday. So I feel
The
like
alien macaron.
yeah, macaroon.
Macaroon.
It's so good. And I think we've given this a 10 in the past, right?
Yes, it's perfect.
Yeah. So let's see how it is this time. Of course, Mickey's shape, the ears make things taste better, and the fresh raspberries, that tartness from the fresh raspberries really makes it. It just melts away in your mouth as you chew it. And then like you get this little juiciness and tartness from the fresh raspberries. This tastes like something I get in France, honestly. We've had macarons in France. Maybe I'm being too kind, but so good. I'm gonna give this a 10. It's gotta be a 10. And Tim, you gotta have it again.
I do.
She is beauty, she is grace. She is a Mickey-shaped macaron. Oh, you too, though.
I'm just kidding. No, it's her. She's that girl. If every Monday morning of my life could start this way, like I would be the happiest person on earth.
I left you a perfect ear. The ears are like perfect for that first bite. I think what makes it too is like the tartness with the juiciness with the raspberry. I'm not a huge raspberry person too, but
Me either.
it just goes so well with this like flavor profile.
It's 100% the fresh fruit is what makes this stand out from anything else. And there's just something about the texture of the raspberry and then the texture of the cream, but then the very delicate crumble, cookie part of the macaron. It's just executed so well. Yeah, and it's a 10.
Can't get much better than this, in our opinion at least. All right, so that does it for our top 10 Disneyland snack crawl. Number 1 was definitely number 1. Number 10, I think, was definitely number 10.
They're all number 1.
Yes, and I'm so happy that fried chicken was on the list. 'Cause that fried
You
chicken
won.
was so good.
You won.
I won
that,
today.
but you don't win many battles. But, you got that one.
How good was that fried chicken, Sam?
It was good, and
Yeah.
my body needed, a little protein.
Yeah. Lowest number, I think, was a 7 throughout the whole thing. So we honestly recommend everything that we ate here today. It was really nice taking in the scenic ambiance, the landscaping, the atmosphere of the original Magic Kingdom Park. It really is just so pristinely clean and beautiful here. It's our favorite castle park for sure.
The sights, the smells, the tastes, it can't be beat.
Yeah, favorite theme park too. And even when we weren't, filming the food, we were on these nice dark rides, having fun, watching fireworks shows. We filmed this over 3 days, and we got to eat our favorite things. It's always nice to be back at Disneyland, and I'm sure we'll be back again eating these things. And if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow and pushes this video out to the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps the people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
To make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. The live music is also what makes it next level. These are our members strolling up. You want to see how to become a member? Get N credits credentials. Check out the join button. And if you want to see a few more videos, check out these.